In this thought-provoking journey, we delve into the ideology that has shaped nations and sparked impassioned debates throughout history. By examining the positive aspects and drawbacks of communism, we aim to shed light on its potential benefits, such as the pursuit of equality, social programs, and collective solidarity, while also addressing the challenges it poses, including restricted individual freedoms and economic limitations. Join us as we navigate this complex terrain, examining both the pros and cons of communism and encouraging a deeper understanding of its impact on societies past and present. So, let's get started and take a closer look at the pros of communism. Number 1. Economic equality. One of the key advantages of communism is its emphasis on economic equality. Under a communist system, wealth and resources are distributed evenly among the population, ensuring that everyone has access to the basic necessities of life. This approach aims to eliminate social classes and reduce income disparities. By prioritizing the needs of the community over individual accumulation of wealth, communism strives to create a society where everyone has an equal opportunity to thrive. In a communist society, essential services such as healthcare, education, and housing are typically provided by the state, ensuring that all citizens have access to these fundamental rights. This approach helps to alleviate poverty and inequality, promoting a more equitable society. Furthermore, by minimizing the influence of wealth and privilege, communism seeks to create a system where success is based on merit and effort, rather than on social status or economic background. Number 2. Social solidarity. Another advantage of communism is its focus on fostering social solidarity and cooperation. By promoting a sense of shared responsibility and common goals, communism aims to build strong communities and reduce social divisions. In a communist society, individuals are encouraged to work together for the collective well-being, rather than pursuing individual interests at the expense of others. Communism emphasizes the importance of collective action and collaboration, aiming to create a society where people support and rely on each other. This sense of solidarity can lead to stronger social bonds, increased trust among community members, and a greater sense of belonging. By prioritizing the collective good over individual gain, communism seeks to foster a spirit of cooperation that can help address societal challenges and promote social harmony. Number 3. Elimination of exploitation. Communism seeks to eliminate exploitation by abolishing private ownership of the means of production. In a communist system, the means of production, such as factories and land, are commonly owned and controlled by the community or the state. This approach aims to prevent the exploitation of labor by capitalist entities and ensure that the benefits of production are shared by all members of society. By eliminating the profit motive inherent in capitalism, communism aims to create a system where workers are not exploited for their labor. Instead, the focus is on providing individuals with meaningful and fulfilling work, while ensuring fair compensation and benefits for their contributions. This can lead to a more equitable distribution of wealth and resources, where individuals are not subjected to unjust working conditions or economic exploitation. Number 4. Social welfare and public services. Communism places a strong emphasis on social welfare and the provision of public services. By centralizing resources and decision-making, a communist system aims to ensure that basic needs are met for all members of society. This includes access to healthcare, education, housing, and other essential services. In a communist society, healthcare is often provided as a universal right, ensuring that everyone has access to quality medical care. Education is also typically free and accessible to all, allowing individuals to develop their skills and contribute to society. Additionally, housing is provided based on need, with the goal of eliminating homelessness and ensuring adequate shelter for all citizens. Number 5. Emphasis on social justice. Social justice is a fundamental principle of communism. By striving for a classless society, communism aims to address historical injustices, such as economic inequality and social discrimination. Through collective ownership and the redistribution of wealth, communism seeks to rectify these inequalities and promote fairness. In a communist system, there is a focus on equal opportunities and rights for all individuals, regardless of their background or social status. Discrimination based on factors such as race, gender, or religion is actively discouraged. Efforts are made to ensure equal treatment and representation. These are the main pros of communism. there are also potential drawbacks to consider. So, let's get into the cons of communism. Number 1. Lack of individual freedom. One of the primary drawbacks of communism is the suppression of individual freedom and personal liberties. In a communist system, the government controls all aspects of the economy, including property ownership and distribution of resources. This centralized control often leads to restrictions on freedom of speech, assembly, and expression. Individuals may have limited opportunities to pursue their own interests, make independent choices, or engage in entrepreneurship. This lack of individual freedom can stifle creativity, innovation, and personal development. Number 2. Economic inefficiency. Another significant drawback of communism is its tendency towards economic inefficiency. In a centrally planned economy, decisions regarding production, distribution, and pricing are made by the government. This centralized control often results in a lack of market competition, which can lead to inefficiencies in resource allocation. Without the incentive of profit and competition, there is less motivation for individuals and businesses to strive for efficiency and productivity. As a result, shortages, surpluses, and inefficient use of resources are common in communist systems, leading to lower overall economic growth and prosperity. Number 3. Lack of incentives and motivation. Communism undermines the incentive structure that drives individuals to work hard and excel. In a communist society, where the principle of from each according to their ability, to each according to their needs prevails, there is little motivation for individuals to put in extra effort or strive for excellence. The absence of rewards and recognition for individual achievements can lead to a lack of innovation, productivity, and overall economic development. This lack of motivation can result in complacency, mediocrity, and a stagnant economy. Number 4. Limited consumer choices. In a communist system, the government often controls the production and distribution of goods and services. This centralization of power leads to limited consumer choices. The range of products available is usually narrow and dictated by the government's priorities and preferences, rather than the diverse needs and preferences of consumers. As a result, consumers may have limited access to a variety of brands, styles, or quality options. This lack of choice can lead to decreased consumer satisfaction and a reduced standard of living. Number 5. Lack of political pluralism and democracy. Communism is often associated with one-party rule and the absence of political pluralism and democracy. The ruling Communist Party holds absolute power, and dissent or opposition is often suppressed. This lack of political freedom prevents citizens from participating in the decision-making process and holding their leaders accountable. The absence of checks and balances, free elections, and independent judiciary can result in a lack of transparency, accountability, and protection of civil liberties. This concentration of power in the hands of a few can lead to authoritarianism and potential human rights abuses. In conclusion, exploring the pros and cons of communism unveils a complex and divisive ideology. On one hand, communism promises equality, collective progress, and social welfare, aiming to eradicate class disparities and provide for all. It emphasizes communal ownership and solidarity among the working class. However, on the other hand, the centralized control, limited individual freedoms, and lack of economic incentives often hinder innovation, individual aspirations, and economic growth. Understanding the historical context, successes, and failures of communist regimes allows us to appreciate the aspirations and critiques associated with this ideology. Ultimately, the discussion around communism sparks an ongoing debate on the role of the state, the value of individual liberties, and the pursuit of societal equality. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.